Hey, it's Gunz here from the Gunz Show. Can you introduce yourself for us?
What's up, everyone? It's me, Eric from Heart Attack, man.
Never gets old. Dude, you've literally made a movement out of that. You realize that, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Got some
I
t-shirts
just, I,
going.
I just, I, I just really want everyone to. I just need to be clear, I want everyone to know, you know, who it is.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't want there to be any confusion.
Absolutely no confusion. Like, hey, I'm Eric. Like, hey, it's
Yeah,
me.
like
Yeah.
it's me. I'm the one tweeting this.
You think you know, but you have no idea until you do know that it is me,
Yeah,
Eric. Yes.
because I feel like generally, whenever people see tweets from the Heart Attack Man Twitter, like they don't typically assume it's me, but I just want to be clear.
That it right, that it is you. Well, listen, we don't have to deal with Twitter right now. We're dealing with you in the flesh as we speak here with Eric from Heart Attack Man. Make sure to drop a follow below. Any questions you have for him, feel free to put them in the chat. A couple things before we get to the music. I just played the brand new music video for Pitch Black, by the way, which is fucking solid. So congratulations on that. Real, dude,
Thank you.
that song is so good, and we'll talk about
Thank
that.
you.
I'm fucking like loving it. I love the chorus. I love that I can play it for people that know who you are. I love how I can play it for people that have no idea who the hell you are and still can be like, oh shit, this is good. So it's a
Hell yeah,
perfect, it's
thank
a
you.
perfect blend. But I want to ask you this, my friend. I told the audience that you were kind of that you had to do pick up your car, and
Yeah.
I am one that kind of like thrives on chaos. Like I don't want bad things to happen to people. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I never want anybody to get hurt or anything like that. That's fucked up status.
Yeah.
But I kind of was all those the people. I was a little bit a rebel rouser, if you would in school, and like I wanted chaos and shit to kind of go wrong. So I told my audience, and please don't hate me, my friend, but I told my audience that I was hoping that when you showed up to get your car, they were going to be like, "Oh, it's 2 more hours," or "Oh, come back tomorrow,"
Yeah.
and then you would have lost your fucking mind. I bet. Could be like, "What the hell do you mean I got to come back tomorrow?" Right?
I was losing my shit on the way there because I like just got off work. My coworker gave me a ride uh to the shop, and we were hitting every fucking red light on the way, I swear. Like, and I had like the fastest route pulled up on my phone, and it was like I just noticed it's going, you know, the arrival time is going back minute by minute. I'm just like, fuck, like losing my shit. Because when I had called, the guy had told me, he's like, oh yeah, we close at 5:30, and I was like, okay, like that sucks, because it's like right when I get out,
Yeah.
basically. Got out a little earlier today, but still like was just hitting every light on the way. And so then I get there at like fucking 5:26, and I'm like, I come running in, I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm getting here like right before close, like. And they told me to go back to like the I don't know, like the service area. And
Just praying that
I was
people are
like,
still there. Just praying that your car
yeah,
is like
yeah.
ready
And
to
I
go.
was
Yeah.
and the guy's there, and he's like, oh hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, hey, like panting, I'm like, I'm sorry I'm getting here like right before close. I know you guys close at 5:30, but like, I was scrambling to get here after work. He's like, oh, we close at 6. I'm like, you
Oh,
told me 5:30. He's like, oh yeah,
oh
I
no.
tell people 5:30 so they don't get here at 6. I'm like, okay, see, that's smart, but also fuck you. Like,
Totally. You know what? That is a pro move by someone who has been dicked around by customers.
yeah,
Because if anything in life, I've realized that you can't count on other people. And when you tell them
absolutely not.
something, you know that they're always, especially at time. Like there's always those
Yeah.
people. Like I have friends that are notoriously always going to show up late for a birthday party, to meet us at the bar, at a concert. Like they're just that's the type of people. But to run a business that you're literally like, I want to get the hell out of here at 6. You
Yeah.
got to. I that's a pro move right there. That guy's been
Yeah,
fucked
no,
over
for
big time.
sure. See, I am like, if I'm like a minute late to something, or like I hate running late so much. Like,
Yeah.
and I am always on time. I haven't been late to work in like fucking 3 years, but like I hate being late more than anything. If we're on tour and we're running late for load in, I'm like in
Freaking out.
panic mode,
Yeah.
like until we're there. And then so yeah, I don't know. I like am really real when it comes to being on time. That's like I don't know, that means a lot to me.
There you
So
go. Well, listen, you're a very punctual and studious person we have here
yes.
from Eric. Eric from Heart Attack, man. As we are here on the Gunz Show, make sure to drop a follow if you like. Any questions for him, feel free to put it in the chat. We'll talk about the new music and everything. First of all, man, we've been wanting to have you on now for a minute now, and it was wild. Obviously, pandemic, everything got screwed up and stuff. But you and I feel like, if anything, I've come to respect and appreciate you more because we've just been so goddamn bored, especially in those early days of the pandemic, that
Yeah.
social media was like our only escape, kind of. And
Yeah.
you really saw different sides of people, if you would. I saw some
Oh
people.
my God.
I saw some people I was close with that I'm just like, okay, stay away. Like,
Yeah, like get the fuck away from me.
yeah, like don't talk to me anymore. And then other
Yeah.
people, like Eric from Heart Attack, man, where I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Either that or it was either people started liking me more or people just fucking could not stand me. And so I feel like it's been kind of polarizing. Definitely lost a lot of fans over the last year and a half. But I mean, there've been people who've discovered us and are here for the chaos. But
Yeah.
I've definitely scared some people away and pissed off some people.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you appreciate me.
You got a new one right here with the Gunz Show. I also love the beanies, man. So my favorite color is orange, okay? I've always
Yeah.
been an orange person. Not really sure why, but I fucking love orange. And I want the orange Heart Attack Man beanie because I saw that they're up for sale, right? You have all the different colors and stuff still?
So we're doing a drop this Friday. Yeah, oh yeah, so I guess yeah, we do have so the classic one of ours is like neon orange.
Okay.
But we're dropping some this Friday that are like it's more of a fall palette. So this orange is like a more flat orange.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
like
So
the-
can I
the
get one of
classic-
both? So can I get one of
Oh, yeah.
both? It's what
Yeah,
I
well,
mean.
the thing is, we got a bunch of the classic ones in for tour in November. Like, we got like a fuck ton of those. So I mean, yeah, I can
Cool.
absolutely, I
Perfect.
can send you a neon orange and a flat orange.
I feel like the fall would go well, my friend, with my new jean jacket that I just
it
bought
definitely
and I'm
would.
never taking
Yeah.
off because things happen when you get drunk and you just lose stuff. Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
you got to shower with that now.
now, what do you think I've been doing the last 2 days? Look at this hair, man. I've been showering the shit. This jacket used to be white denim, and I'm so fucking dirty that it's now dark blue and brown. Have you ever lost anything on tour that you're just like really upset that you lost it?
Yeah, I've lost my dignity. I've also, let me think. That's the thing I miss the most. But what else? I don't know. One time I lost like one of my favorite T-shirts. I didn't lose. I knew where it was. I left it at our friend's house, but he mailed it to me. But that was a close call. There've been things like that where I've like left something behind, but I get it back. I don't think I've ever actually like straight up lost anything that I can remember, at least.
Yeah.
Because I just don't lose.
What I probably, if I ever had like a T-shirt, or if I was that friend, did you have to like hit him up a bunch of times, or was he like, oh shit, he's gonna come after me, I gotta mail him this shirt ASAP?
Oh yeah, he mailed it right away. Shout out Marshall.
He knew, right?
Yeah, he knew.
Did you? Has anybody ever lost like the keys to the van or the keys to the trailer or some shit?
No, see, the funny thing about and I'm surprised because we only have we're getting a new van, but for like a few years, because we've been pretty consistently touring since 2017.
Right.
So for like 3 years essentially of consistent touring, we only had one van key. And it was the one. We didn't have a backup. We had the one van key, and we never lost it.
Oh my! Do you think if everybody had a van key that you probably would have lost it? I feel like
Yes.
sometimes if you have too many of something, then you get you get complacent.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah, I think that's the case because we were like, okay, this is well, we also had it on a lanyard, so it was like if someone gave it to someone, it's like you would put it on. It was like sort
Right.
of the
The
ritual
Holy
with it,
Grail.
like
The Holy
yeah,
Grail.
like it's
Yeah.
like okay, don't fucking lose this. It's the one key, but yeah, we never miraculously never lost that key, but now we got to get a new van, so we'll see what the deal is with that. If we only get one key with that, we'll see what the deal is with that. I mean, a big reason why I had never gotten copies made in the first place was because like I don't know they were like I went to get a copy and they're like, oh, you need to take this to like this
Oh,
like
like a
some other
special place or
place.
some shit, right? Yeah. Some of them you need
Yeah,
like a special.
and I
You're
was
like,
like,
fuck that.
yeah, I was like, fuck that, I just won't lose this one.
And you did. Throughout the
Yeah,
years, you did not lose that one. As
I
you,
drove that van for 8.5 years and I never lost it.
wow. Now
Yeah.
you know what's going to happen though with this new van though. You're fucked.
it's
Like
the whole van's gonna get
I
stolen.
cannot, I cannot. Don't please God, don't say that. We know that we are all going to be awaiting. We're going to have Heart Attack Man tweets on notice, notifications for when tour starts. Just waiting for him to lose the
Yeah.
van. Speaking
It,
of
it
that man, the let's get into that part because it has been the last 2 years have sucked. I can tell
yeah.
you though, here in New York City, concerts are coming back. They're coming back all across the country, but just alone in New York City. Last night I saw Goody Grace. Tonight I'm heading down to see Nothing Nowhere. I've got
Oh,
Real
cool.
Friends and State Champs touring. Not one, not two, but 3 nights here in New York City. I just saw the
Wow.
band Camino, just saw All Time Low, seeing All Time Low, and meet me at the Altar and Nothing Nowhere next week. I'm DJing an emo night this coming Thursday. I'm doing all sorts of fucking shit, man. Like, I'm fucking rolling, dude. Day to Remember was here last night. All sorts of great stuff, dude. So we are back. It's about time that we do have some of these concerts. Heart Attack Man is gearing up for it as well. Tell us about the what's happening, where we can see you, and also it's about time.
Yeah, so this tour that we're going on, it's Neck Deep's headlining tour, their first US tour in quite some time.
Yeah.
Um, so the thing is with this tour, we like had first gotten the offer for it in, let me think. We'd gotten the offer in 2019, like tour. What was the timeline of this? We got the offer in 2019, and it was like, okay, this tour is happening like a year from now, or no, was it?
It was
Yeah,
probably before the pandemic, thinking, hey, it's going to
yeah.
happen in like 10 months from now.
So yeah, it was originally gonna be, I forget the exact original timeline, but it was like we got offered it in 2019, and we confirmed for it. We were really excited. It's like, okay, this is like the biggest tour that we've done. And so we confirmed for that. We were really excited, and 2020 was actually so. Ever since we'd started touring more consistently, touring off of our first album in 2017, ever since then, it was always kind of a goal of ours, to be at a point where we knew what we were doing for like a whole year out, basically, where we had like our whole year mapped out, because we had never had that before. It was always kind of like, okay, let's see how the next couple months
Right.
play out, and something would like
Always come
things would
through. It's something that always pop up that you'd be able to jump on.
exactly. We
Yeah.
we would always stay busy, but it was more of like step by step rather than like having an actual plan mapped out. And the goal for us was to get to that point where it was like, okay, we have our year planned out. And so 2020 was the first year where we had it entirely planned out. And then of course, naturally,
The world.
made perfect sense. Just our luck that that's the year there's an unprecedented global pandemic.
See
But
what being
so
responsible does? See what being
yeah,
responsible does. This is it gets you
yeah,
in trouble.
it unleashes catastrophic viruses. That's yeah.
It's
No,
that's yeah. Literally.
but yeah, so that was like the first year where we were like, okay, cool, we have our whole year booked out, we're ready to go, and then it's like, hold on, fuck you, first off, then no, and then everything's gonna get changed around, and so then it got pushed back from so it got pushed back
Like multiple
to
times, essentially. Yeah, multiple times. But it's finally happening, is what we're getting at
it's
now.
finally happened.
Yeah.
So at first it just got pushed back like a few months, and then it
That
was
didn't
like,
work.
no, we're gonna have to push this back. Well, before it got announced that, like, because it got pushed back a few months originally, and then before they announced that, they were just like, we're just gonna push it back a whole year because that seems
Right.
more realistic, really. Like, because doing that tour at the beginning of this past summer, I feel like would have been too ambitious, and also, I mean, also
People would have
just
been freaking out. People would have fucking, yeah, they
exactly,
would have
and
yelled at
it's
you
and
for doing
like
so.
it was just way too soon, and I mean, not to mention also on this tour now, it's Neck Deep and Boston Manor are both
From the
coming
UK.
over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So it's like there's so much more that goes into that planning wise. That's like, so they just figured it'd be a safer move to just push it back like a whole year from when it originally was. So but yeah, now it's finally just under a month away now, and it's like, holy shit, this tour that we've been confirmed on, because we were confirmed on it for a while but we weren't announced on it yet, and then they announced it, and then it got rescheduled and everything, and so now it's like, okay, it's finally happening.
Yeah.
And it's like been the a long time coming, but I'm so excited for it, and it's a full US route. There's 2 nights in Toronto, which I'm really excited about, because
Yeah.
whenever we've played Toronto before, we've only been there for one night, and it's like, basically when we play Toronto, it's like we wake up early, cross the border, and then get to the show, don't really do much because we're like, kind of cutting it close every time. I mean,
Right.
we're
By the time you actually
all,
get over there, yeah.
yeah, like the one time we were actually super fucking late to a Toronto show because we had van issues. This is kind of looping this whole conversation full
Full
circle.
circle.
But yeah, so like basically every time we've played Toronto, it's like Toronto has been great to us, but we've never personally had a ton of time to like really explore the city and get to enjoy it. So I'm excited that we're playing there for 2 nights in a row, and it's at the same venue, so it's like, we'll be able to leave our shit there. I imagine that would just make everything
Right. You
easier.
can
But
actually be humans in Toronto, not just have to get up and bounce. Like you can actually see
exactly.
some
So
stuff.
and then whenever we have played Toronto in the past, normally what we've done after is like that night we go back across the border and then like get a hotel in Buffalo or something, so we don't have to deal with crossing the border in the morning.
Gotcha.
Um,
All right, so
but
Canada's going to be sick as
yeah.
we speak here with Eric from Heart Attack Man. Shout out to Muffin Man who's in the chat, by the way. Muffin Man, you need to subscribe to the Gunz Show Twitch channel, because anytime I hear the word Muffin Man, I think of the gingerbread from Shrek,
Yeah.
and he's screaming out, "It wasn't me, it was the Muffin Man did it," or some shit. So I actually have an emote though of the cat from the Shrek movie. I forget the hell the name of it, but it's like I have one of the emotes for subscribing to the Gunz Show is the emote of like the cat like looking up like all sad and shit. That is one of them. So Muffin Man, subscribe to the Gunz Show. It's worth it. Shout out to Good Noise Podcast who just tuned into the Gunz Show as well. This is a Throwback Tuesday. Friday we do New Music Friday. Sunday we do the whole entire Gunz Show. It's very cool stuff here as we are ripping up Twitch. Of course, it's available on idobi Radio, Spotify, iTunes afterwards. Everything's the Gunz Show. Guns with the fucking Z. Gunz. That's how we do. I love that you're touring with Neck Deep, because one of the bands, it was crazy for everybody, obviously, the last 2 years, but especially for a lot of my friends. Neck Deep are my friends. Neck Deep are my homies now for like 9 years. And I was super, super bummed. I was happy they put out the album, but I was bummed that it definitely didn't get the recognition that it deserved. You know what I mean?
I
That you put
completely
your
agree.
blood, sweat, tears into this to this album, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, we put it out thinking that things were going to turn around, and then like shit didn't turn around for a while.
There are so many albums
Seaway,
like that.
I love Seaway. Seaway put one out. Boston Manor obviously put out music as well.
Boston Manor has been like the album for me. Then like that album, Glue, is so fucking good, and I think it's a shame that it's like a lot of these albums that dropped last year. It's like, I mean, I'm glad that people were still releasing music,
Yeah.
because it definitely helped make things more bearable. But like I feel bad that these albums like basically only got like half of the you can't replace live music, you can't replace touring. You can do online, like you can do streamed performances and whatnot, but like you can't replicate like an entire touring cycle and the promotion that goes into that and what that does for an album or any project, if it's an EP album, whatever. It's like you can't really replace that, aside from like aside from something just going viral, which is like,
Right.
that's few and far between where that's actually going to like work out like that. But I mean, I feel bad. I'm glad that these bands have stayed busy and have released music, but like I also feel bad that like there's some of these great albums that like, you know, really didn't get like a full record cycle's worth of work and promotion.
Especially since they're so good, and that's why
Yeah.
like when I saw this tour was announced and that this tour is happening, it's literally happening in just a couple of weeks. It's kicking off. I cannot wait to see that. Like, I can't wait to see Neck Deep in Boston Manor. I can't wait to hear these songs that I've been listening
Yeah.
to that got me through really shitty times last 2 years of my life. Or like whatever since they've been out. It's like a year plus for Neck Deep or whatnot. Boston Manor, a couple months or whatnot. That I was just like, fuck, these are so
So that
good.
Glue came out like early. That was early last year, and they've been releasing even more new
Yeah,
music
music
now.
since.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So like,
Right.
I can't wait to like see these songs live, and also like
Yeah.
because a lot of bands broke up, man, or a lot of bands just took it off and like figured out real life and real jobs and stuff. And like
Right.
for this tour, I need this tour to crush. So all the viewers
Yeah.
out there, and listeners, I need you to crush this tour. I need you to sell it out everywhere, because this is what a lot of bands have been banking on, tours to come back, and now it's actually coming back. And this lineup is stacked, dude, from the beginning to the end. It's just homies, it's friends, it's great music. It's gonna, I mean, you're gonna lose 10
can't
pounds
wait.
if you're in the crowd, because you're just gonna be sweating and fucking moving the whole time. It's gonna be wild.
I can't wait for it.
Here with Eric from Heart Attack Man. As you make sure to drop a follow right below here on the Gunz Show. That leads us to this. We talked tour, we talked a lot of different things. Let's get to the main part, the music, dude. You just dropped a brand new song. I just saw that you tweeted out it's going to get like 100,000 streams or something soon, or something
I
like that.
hopefully we have I maybe I think that like this song was the first song of ours that like uh it was the first time that we like surpassed 10,000 streams in a day, which was like really cool for us. This is kind of like a milestone moment, and we were really psyched on that. So I don't know. We've been kind of with that. I'm like, oh, okay, if this, it seems like it could hit 100,000 streams within. We released it just about 2 weeks ago, so I'm like, okay, cool. If that works out, that's a cool little marker that it's like if we hit that. So I don't know. I'm very happy with how Pitch Black has been received so far. It's been like I've been really excited to release this upcoming EP, obviously, but like that song in particular, I was like, I don't know. I think I've love every song on the EP, and I like, it's not to diminish any of the other songs, but like some like the chorus of Pitch Black is my favorite chorus I've ever written. And then like, but then there's, other moments on other songs of the EP that I'm like, okay, this is like, that's like my favorite chorus. But like there's the song Leap Year that we have upcoming. That's like my favorite structured song overall. Like I just love how it flows. There's like things about all this new material where I'm kind of like, okay, like this, I'm confident. I mean, I feel like every band kind of says it every cycle when they're releasing something new. They're like, oh, this is our best shit yet.
Right.
Like, trust me. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, for me, this is the most excited I've ever been to release new music. And it's just running on all cylinders. I think it's like, has like a good amount of what has made us since we've been a band, but also incorporating some new elements that I think that I mean, above all else, it's like I'm fucking hyped on them, and I think it'll resonate with a lot of people. I think a lot of people will be stoked on it. But it's like there's all kinds of new energy in there, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how Pitch Black has been received so far, for sure.
One of the first things I said to you as soon as you signed on was, I cannot believe how good that song is. I think that chorus is so fucking catchy. We just played the music video for everybody as well before you hopped on, and I think the fans,
Thank
the
you.
OG fans, are gonna love it. I think the fans that, like I said, those that have no idea who the hell you are, but I'm playing it on the Gunz Show, and then like I'm getting tweets and messages being like, "Yo, who did you just spin on the show? Like, who was that?"
Yeah.
And I think that song's got potential, man.
Thank you.
I think that song can rip live, and then of course, like,
It's really fun to play. Like we've been, getting ready for the tour and everything. I'm like, it's intense because it's a high intensity song, and
right.
like vocally for me, it's very demanding. But like, I'm really hyped on it. It's like I can't wait. It's gonna be like it. I don't know. We're playing that and the song I'd mentioned before, Leap Year. We're playing those back to back, and it's like I'm like kind of like I gotta pace myself because they're both very high energy. I can't like
Right.
I gotta like
You got to
make
make it
sure
through
I'll
the
be able
show.
to
You got to
like
make it through the set
exactly.
every single
But
night. You know.
but like I can't wait to start. We're just playing since our EP is coming out on November 5th, which is actually the second day of the tour. So like we are like we want, since it's our first tour back since the beginning of 2020. We were in talking about it, we're like, okay, we gotta play we gotta play old material for people that are coming out that are
Yeah.
excited to
Totally.
see us
Yeah.
and everything,
Absolutely. Yeah.
especially considering that when we toured at the beginning of 2020, we went out with Knuckle Puck, and it was like for them it was like their small venue tour, so a lot of the shows sold out before we were even as announced as support on it. So like there were a lot of our fans that didn't get to see us on that. So for a lot of our fans, the last time they saw us was in 2019 with Boston Manor. So like I'm like, okay, we gotta play, we gotta play old stuff. We gotta,
Yeah. Got to
we
mix it
can't
up. You
just
got to mix it up.
we can't just play the new
You
EP.
can't be one of
But
those bands that just does that, because it's been, yeah. I mean, you owe it to the fans and the OGs that have been supporting you. Like, fuck yeah,
yeah,
you know.
I originally I was like I want to just play the EP, but I was like, but I don't know. I'm like we gotta mix in the new stuff with the old stuff, and so we're doing two new songs on this upcoming tour. I'm really excited about them. So, but yeah, like I said, we're doing those back to back, and it's like both very high energy. So it's like I think if people even remotely fucked with Pitch Black, it's like they're gonna love
Sick.
Leap Year, the other song we're
Hell yeah.
playing. So it like makes perfect sense. And honestly, I mean, not to spoil too much, but like the rest of the EP is kind of like doesn't sound like that. It's very like we kind of do a lot in 5 songs. It's kind of all over the place,
Okay.
but like
Yeah.
we have like our heaviest moments yet as a band. We have some of the like craziest parts that it's just like one of the songs just like it falls apart, like we stop, it just completely disassembles, and then we start up. It's fucked up, but like
This is mayhem. So we're expecting
yeah,
absolute mayhem.
yeah. So great. I'm gonna move
Okay.
into my living room
He's gonna
because
move, everybody. He's gonna go for a walk.
I don't have a light in that room.
So
Okay.
there we go. It's fine.
Yeah.
Eric from Heart Attack Man, everybody, giving us a show. He has electricity in only certain amount of his rooms, not
Yeah.
all of them. That's why. That's why you
Gunz
need
Show episode of Cribs.
Cribs.
We're taking a tour of my apartment.
Chris. It's a lovely painting you have up on to your left up there or whatever.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. To the left
Yes,
we
of
have
course.
this.
I painted that myself.
the This is why you need to go out and pick up the EP and buy merchandise and buy the beanie and buy all sorts of stuff, so that way he can afford electricity in the other parts of his house.
Yeah,
But he's got one circuit coming through. He needs both circuits, all systems go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one lamp in here.
Can't.
I got when I turn this lamp on, it really fucks my entire life up.
Just everything just Stranger Things starts happening. Things just start
Yeah,
flickering.
it's actually haunted.
Do you have you seen Squid Game or whatever the hell it's called yet?
No, I've heard about it.
It's wild. So I think it's called Squid Game. Squid Games, maybe? I don't know. I watched it over the weekend.
I think it's Squid Game. My coworker's watching it.
Chaos. If you're in the chat and you saw it, Let me know because I saw the first one. Obviously, don't give spoilers, but oh my god, you got to watch that. I just thought of that.
Are there squids?
There's some. Well, what is the definition of a squid, my friend? All right,
Like
the actual animal you mean, like a squid? Because apparently squid
Yeah.
can also mean kind of something else. So that's why you got to watch it. Got all sorts of shit happening, bro. All sorts of shit, kung fu type.
So I'm thinking like traditional squids, you know, like
Right, like calamari, if you would. Calamari.
yeah, tradish squids.
Octopus. Yes. Things in the ocean. A lot of oceans where you're from, right?
There's one big Great Lake, and I think it's pretty great. It's Lake Erie. Is
that salt water or is that regular water?
It's regular water,
but
it's polluted.
But there's definitely some bodies in that lake, is what you're telling me. Yeah.
It's the shallowest and most polluted of the Great Lakes, but it is also the most biodiverse because it's shallow. It's warmer, so there's it's better for
Squids.
For squids. Yeah, those Lake Erie squids. Just teeming with them.
I believe Salt Lake City's lake, which probably has a name. Maybe it's the Salt Lake. Probably, I believe. I believe has salt water in that lake, hence the name.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think
I haven't
that
been
would
to
make
school
sense.
in a minute, but I think that's what.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Do you find yourself, and we'll wrap up because I can't. Do you find yourself getting dumber as you've gotten older, or no? Or is that just me?
No, I've gotten way smarter.
Oh.
I'm growing stronger and smarter every single day. I think that's just you, man. Like I think.
Fuck. God.
Yeah,
damn.
we're all getting smarter over here. Me and my empty apartment, we're all getting smarter over it, right? Right, guys, right?
Hey,
right.
guys. They'll be back soon. Yeah, they're
Agree with me.
Heart attack, man. Listen, check them out. Get to this tour. It's neck deep. It's Boston Manor. Who else is on it? Because I saw the lineup. It's fucking stacked. It's 5 bands, right?
Oxymorons
Fuck
and
yeah.
0936.
Oxymorons are an incredible band. They're from actually the East Coast here. I've had them on the Gunz Show multiple times. Really kind of a good, like,
awesome.
They bring like the reggae rock funk vibe to it and also like a heavy side. It's a really cool mix, man. Like,
Yeah,
really rad.
I'm gonna be shaking my ass.
Yes. So yes, you start off with that, and then you kind of just go get fucking ready to lose your mind throughout the whole entire night. It's gonna be a lot of fun for all the fans out there. Definitely go and support them. Then we got the EP, and what's great about the EP is that it comes out at the beginning of the tour, so that way everyone can fucking know the words and do the damn thing and sing along and lose their minds. Until then, though, we'll play Pitch Black one more time for the audience out there. I'll play the music video once Eric leaves. Good stuff all around. How long did that music video take? Was it shot all in one day?
No, it's 2 days. That first day, you don't really see it you don't see all of it in the music video, but we filmed it like probably like 20 different times with different angles, different cameras, or different lenses. And I jumped around so fucking much and was doing these like side to side jumps and stuff that like I was working these like stabilizing muscles that I hadn't worked in a while because I don't normally do side to side jumps like that.
Right.
And then the next day I like could not walk basically. Like my legs hurt so bad.
It's like you worked out. So it's like you went to like an intense workout and you're just like, I didn't even know those were muscles that I have right now that are hurting.
Exactly. But then the beginning and the end of the music video where I'm sitting, that was on the second day, and I was so fucking glad that that we were planning on me sitting for that, so that I didn't have to walk, because it would not have worked. Like my legs were so sore.
You must have been a pleasant individual that day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is a heart attack, man. Anything else that you want to say to everybody out there? Good catching up, man. Fun fucking time.
Always great, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Always a good time. Can't wait to see you, obviously, here in New York in the tri-state area on this fucking tour. I can't wait to see everybody. I cannot wait to see the Manor guys. I can't wait to just see God, it's just gonna be so much fun, and Ben and everybody from Neck Deep, and just be able to sing all those old and new songs. I'm just so ecstatic. Yeah. It's gonna be a great tour, probably one of the better tours for sure that everyone needs to see. What else do you want to say to all the fans out there, and then we'll end it on that.
Thank you.
How about that? A nice see, he's not that bad of a guy. For everybody that hated him on
I'm
social
nice.
media the last 2 years, he's not that bad of a guy.
No, I'm not that bad. Don't believe what they say.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
They.
Thank you, everyone. I love you.
All smiles and thumbs up.
It's just all positivity now. I've changed.
It's Gunz the Gunz Show. Rock and roll. We're gonna play the brand new song, Pitch Black. My man, I'll talk to you, dude. Good times, man. I appreciate you coming on.
I'll see you.
Awesome.
Bye.